So, Ajay, outstanding explanation so far. Tell me about the Indian journey.
In India, we started out at an excise. An excise is a tax on production, where the excise inspector stands at the gate of a factory. And so it's a classic cascading tax. It's a bad tax. And every economist that has worked in this field for decades has been flagging this problem that we've got to get out of that. Also, at the beginning, the excise was only a tax on goods and services were not taxed. And services grew as a share of GDP, as inevitably happens. Then at some point, the government said, okay, let me put on a cascading tax on services. So you had a cascading tax on goods and a cascading tax on services. So that was called service tax. Okay. And this thing lasted for many, many years. And it was not good for all the reasons that I've described. It's a cascading tax. It is anti-globalization. It makes a mess between equal treatment of imports and exports. It disadvantages exports from India. Okay. So you want to solve all these problems. In 2003, Vijay Kelkar led a committee appointed by Jaswant Singh on implementation of the FRBM Act. And as part of that work, Kelkar, Arvind Modi and I just grappled with that overall fiscal problem. And we felt there was no way out for that overall fiscal problem of India without getting to the VAT, that you needed a VAT for all these reasons, that it didn't make sense solving for the FRBM, the Fiscal Responsibility and Budgetary Management Act, without getting this darkness at the heart of the Indian fiscal system out and replacing it with a clean VAT. Now, the word VAT was a bit taken because at the time there was a tax called CENVAT. A central VAT was kind of starting to happen. It was not a VAT, it did not do ITC correctly, it didn't handle services correctly, but still the word CENVAT was around. So we coined the phrase goods and services tax as a way to just distinguish, to make sure there's no confusion that no, it's not that VAT, because otherwise we'd have to explain the 20 ways in which that was not quite a VAT. So we coined the word GST. This came out in a committee report in 2003. Unfortunately, Chidambaram, as finance minister in 2004, didn't choose to pursue this further. Partly he said we don't have the support required at many state governments. The BJP said we will not participate in any tax policy reform. And there was no ability for the Congress to overcome these barriers and get such a project through. We proposed a way in which the central government could build a integrated goods taxation and services taxation covering the union. In their world, get the VAT up and running. In the future, states can join. Chidambaram chose to not do it. He said, I'm not solving this. Okay. So the things were kicked forward till 2014. The Congress was there for 10 years. And then when Arun Jaitley became finance minister, he got back to this project. And that's how we got an announcement in 2016 and a GST in 2017. And it's been amended many times. So that's the journey of how we got here.